Fred Again, Actual Life 3 is the third studio album from the producer extraordinaire Fred Again. He's somebody I've had my eye on for a while. Like, he's produced a lot of big hits, like Mist So High is an example of one. He's produced a lot of Ed Sheeran's new album as well. Well, not new album, number 6 collaborations project to be exact. But he's been doing his own stuff as well. And Actual Life 3 is the follow-up to Actual Life 1 and 2, which were both very cool records where Fred samples something, puts production on it, mixes it all together, ba-bam. And Actual Life 3 does continue that trend, and it's a lot more sort of dancier. It's a bit more melancholic than some of the stuff off those other records. They were they weren't like not dipping into sort of themes of like reflection on oneself and reflection on the state of society, but these do feel a lot more dreary and a lot more sort of like, especially like the tracks with Berwin is an example of one that's a lot more sort of like drearier and more melancholic to say. Overall, I think this is a pretty good record. It's a Brit Award nominated record, so it's got critical acclaim. I think it's very consistent. I think the features on here are great. You've got people like Camille, Berwin, Danielle, Clara. There's so many great like artists on here who do their thing. And I think Fred is like such a talented producer. The way he like samples vocals and puts them into a production and puts his own vocals on the mix as well and adds the instruments in. He's talented, and I mean he has got his credit before. Like, I think he won a Brit Award for Best Producer, but I'm glad as an artist he's getting his credit now as well. Not just he's always a talented producer. No, he's a talented artist, and I'm glad he's getting that now. This album flows very well. I think it's a good reflection on sort of the sort of melancholia of like lockdown coming to an end, but sort of trying to find the time to meet other people, to sort of move away from that time. It's sort of a reflection of that, but there's also like the dancer elements. It's like, yeah, we're getting back out there into the world. We're sort of making the most of things now that we've had that period in time where we didn't do a lot and the world was on pause, so to speak. But no, I think this is a very good record. I think Fred has done a good job here. I would have liked a bit more variety in the production, per se. I would have liked him to maybe take a few more risks here and there. But this was what he produced. This was his actual life, so to speak. From January the 1st to September the 9th, I believe. I may have got those dates slightly wrong, but I believe that is when he recorded the project. So it's a reflection on 2022, which was an interesting year. Was a year that probably had different weights for some people, but I feel like with this record you have to sort of like take the context of 2022 into account, which I don't think dates it. I think it makes it more like a timestamp record, so you'll listen to this and be like, oh, this is 2022. But yeah, I'm rambling on a bit there. Overall, this is a very good record. I'd say its Brit Award nomination is deserved. I'd say Fred's plaudits are deserved, and I'm glad he's getting his plaudits. I'm glad he's put into the charts now. And yeah, if you somehow haven't managed to listen to this record yet, go listen to it. It's great. And I can't wait to see Fred again, if you pardon the pun, in Primavera in May, early June.